What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back to watch some Boruto. This is episode 73, and in the last one, Mitsuki has gone off. And some people think that he's a traitor, and some do not. I do not. Mitsuki's not a traitor. We've seen enough of him to know that he's a pure person. There's a lot of innocence within him, and he's not a traitor. He wants to ultimately stay in the Leaf Village still. And so whatever the frick happened in his room at the end of 71, there's got to be something on that paper that was left on his bed. But also we saw Tsunade. That was really cool. The two elders, they were alive. Boruto and Sarada now know that Mitsuki is Orochimaru's child, and so does Konohamaru and Tsunade. Everyone else who was in that room, they all know now. So that's interesting, man. But off to find Mitsuki. There was also that snake and the goo thing that was trying to eat it. Boruto stomped out that goo thing, and then the snake was like, "This is my will." And so what does that mean exactly? So anyways, I am very excited to get into this next one, but before I do, if there's an anime that you want me to watch and you think it's going to be a while until I naturally get to it on the channel, there is a way to speed up the process. $10 super thanks. I'll react to the first episode of any anime of your choosing. I've already done this with two anime, Jujutsu Kaisen and Kuroko no Basket. Both very cool so far. I'm loving the suggestions that you guys have had. There's more about this in the description if you're interested, so feel free to check that out. Anyways, on to the next episode of Boruto. Let's go. The moon. Off to find Mitsuki!
Just so you know, Orochimaru's research lab is guarded by Jonin. We can't rush up to it recklessly.
Like Yamato?
All right. Then as soon as we learn something, we're gonna go and look for Mitsuki.
Okay.
Wait for us.
We'll find you, man. I wonder when we're gonna get a new intro. 'Cause I feel like everything that happens in the intro, we've already seen. I feel like we're due for a new one pretty soon.
Mitsuki disappeared.
They no longer put the translation of the title there.
He attacked some
Yamato.
guards, and then he just ran away.
That's what happened.
You seem to be trying to express that you're surprised, but hiding things won't help you out.
He's not hiding anything.
Are you implying that I'm the one pulling the strings from the shadows? I've no interests beyond...
In any case, if he contacts you, make sure you let me know. Remember, this is for
Does
Mitsuki's sake
Orochimaru
as well.
still stay immortal in the same way that he used to? Like going into different people's bodies? Or has he found another way to do that?
What a mess.
The way he went about it was definitely reckless, but I think Naruto also has a good point. The Hokage is the guardian of the village. I can't imagine he'd do anything that wouldn't be to its benefit, right?
Kakashi.
Our role now is not to criticize what has already occurred, but to assist in finding ways to resolve the situation. Isn't that so?
Ever since he came to the village, Mitsuki has
Because
attended
they
the
got
academy
3
diligently and has
Hokages in
always
that
worked
room.
hard on the missions he's been assigned as a hidden leaf shinobi alongside Boruto and Sarada.
All right, searching for Mitsuki has to become our top priority now. The situation will only get worse if we keep wasting time like this.
I wonder who's gonna find him first.
Aren't you being too
Boruto and Sarada? Where are these guys?
Sir, Boruto and Sarada haven't returned home.
Uh-oh.
Shikadai most likely knows what Boruto is thinking, so Team Moegi should...
Konohamaru.
Please, let me go along too. First Mitsuki and now Boruto and Sarada too? This involves Team 7. It's my team's problem. Why'd you keep me in the dark? About Mitsuki? You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Lord Seventh? Orochimaru isn't only a heinous criminal who brought disaster upon the Leaf Village. He's also...
Yeah, well, he is the one who killed his
He's
grandfather.
also the one who killed your grandfather.
That tore him up.
So why did you put Mitsuki on my team then? Mitsuki has become important to me, and I truly do trust him as a member of Team 7. But still...
What if you had known? What if I told you about Mitsuki before this? Would anything have changed? It's only natural that you can't forgive Orochimaru. But Mitsuki hasn't done anything to earn your anger.
Yes, I'm well aware of that, believe me. And it's because I know.
What I wanted was you to get to know Mitsuki without any of that getting in the way. Although, the way you found out, having it sprung on you the way that it was, I truly regret that.
Then please, sir, I'm begging you. Let me go on the mission too.
You can't let personal feelings interfere with a mission. I'm sorry, but this time I can't let you go.
It's not like Sarada to run off on her own like this, don't you think? I'm guessing that she couldn't stop Boruto, so she went with him.
No way. What if Sarada's the one who came up with this?
I really doubt that's what happened.
Do you think Mitsuki's involved in this incident somehow?
Interesting how Sarada has changed, though.
That's not the problem.
Over time, like before, she just
Boruto
wouldn't
and
want to do
Sarada,
anything that
and
Boruto
Sona
wanted
before
to
the
do.
hunters become the hunted.
Like, she didn't want to be seen as doing the same type of thing that Boruto would do.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
What's their plan? To have Sarada get caught,
So he did come back.
and so Boruto can continue on?
Get him!
Oh, she's just gonna make them chase her. Okay.
Alright, Orochimaru. Where are you?
Like we're gonna see Sugetsu or something. What does he see? Oh, it's another Mitsuki. Yeah, he's a clone. So, kind of creepy, isn't it?
It can't be.
Don't move.
Sugetsu.
So, sneaking in here, huh? What a naughty kid.
Every one of them here is Mitsuki.
Why? Why are you still doing it,
The
though?
Mitsuki I entrusted to the Leaf is also one of my experiments. If anyone were to get wind of what he is, the curse mark I implanted in him will automatically activate.
The
and he
curse
will
mark?
simply self-destruct.
Whoa!
There's no need to worry that the secrets of my research will be revealed.
What?
What does that mean? That's not what I'm talking about. Curse
So how
marks,
are we, as the
secret
viewer,
research?
gonna find out?
Mitsuki's not a thing.
It's gonna
You
be
even call yourself a parent?
from Orochimaru's perspective, then, because
What's so funny, huh?
otherwise Mitsuki's a goner.
Anyway, Boruto,
I want to know what makes up Mitsuki. Karin.
You just leave Yamato to me.
Oh yeah. That whole thing.
Karin, it's you.
I figured if there's anything... Sarada, you've been here before, haven't you?
Yeah, it was real quick, though.
Then did you know?
It is crazy freaking information to your
No way.
teammate and friend is
they're all
some sort of
Mitsuki.
clone.
You can't get away from us now, Mitsuki. Just what the hell are you up to?
Didn't you think that was a good training exercise? You have to get serious now and then, or you'll grow dull.
Really, you've been led astray.
the snake had no other message to offer, aside from the one you heard, unfortunately.
Really?
But why? Are you Mitsuki's parent or not? Because you have replacements, you aren't worried, is that it? So you're okay with knowing nothing? After the incident, when we found out about Mitsuki's true identity, Grandma Tsunade and the others, every one of them, they all became suspicious of Mitsuki. But there's no way he'd do something like that!
Really? How can you be so sure?
What?
You saw earlier. That boy was born in a test tube and raised in a lab. It was his choice to leave this place and to go to the Hidden Leaf Village. I supported his decision and asked Naruto to take him in. Let me ask you, Boruto, if it was Mitsuki's will, his choice to leave the Leaf Village, how will you feel?
But I think he was intending to come back. I just really feel like that. Because,
Boruto, you okay?
I mean,
I'm sorry.
again, we've spent enough time with him to know.
I don't really have a clue about what was going through Mitsuki's head either.
Well, part of the reason Mitsuki is so mysterious to especially them is
You're wrong.
is because of
just
what
didn't try
Orochimaru
hard enough
said
to listen to him
in that, like,
all.
he's not even going to be able to stay in the Leaf Village anymore.
We're always together.
You
all
know,
the time in the world
if certain
talk.
information got out. Now we know that he'll like explode or whatever the frick Orochimaru said.
Mitsuki being born here and how he lived after coming to the village. I didn't really understand it at all. Because of all that, I want to see him. And I really and truly want to get to know him. I feel that from the bottom of my heart.
Hey. First, we gotta catch up with him.
What are you doing? Hurry.
There's another.
That's why I'm absolutely gonna find him.
But where do we even start looking?
I don't freaking
So,
know.
what'll you do now? Are you all out of options?
There's one thing I know for sure. That I still have trust in Mitsuki, even now. Because, after all, I know he's our friend. But I'm just gonna keep on believing in Mitsuki. And that's why I have to see him again. No matter what.
You're really just like the Naruto I knew in the past. Is the snake's message your only clue? What I believe is that all things possess their own individual thoughts. And it's not only through words that one can convey one's will.
Can you please stop saying things that make no sense?
So impatient. You ought to listen to people more closely. What I'm saying is that the snake itself should have its own thoughts.
You mean that we can extract detailed information about Mitsuki from the snake itself?
As I'd expect from Sasuke's daughter.
Then, can you check that out?
For me, it's impossible. However, I know someone who can do it.
Who?
I mean the White Snake Sage, who lives in Ryuchi Cave.
Oh.
The sage is far from ordinary, and quite an eccentric.
We're going to Ryuchi Cave? Wait, this is interesting.
Well, well. What do you want from me now?
We believe that Boruto and Sarada may have come here looking for Mitsuki.
That's news to me.
I don't have a choice. I'm going to look around.
Go on, be my guest. Ryuchi Cave lies in the darkest, farthest
Dude, I can't
reaches
believe
of the
we're
night.
going.
Only those seeking it can find it. I hope you get to meet the White Snake Sage. However,
I am
even
excited
if
for
you
this,
do,
man.
I wonder if you'll be able to return alive.
Found you.
Oh no!
You're not getting past us, Boruto.
We can't do this. We can't stop now.
Oh, so how are they gonna get out of that situation? Still trying to find Mitsuki. We met up with Orochimaru, Boruto, and Sarada. They know that Mitsuki's a freaking clone. Crazy information for them. But Orochimaru, he couldn't extract any information from that snake. But we're off to go to the Ryuchi Cave to go see the great white snake thing. And one of the theories that I had after I saw, again, I always go back to this because it's all I've seen. It was a flash forward, okay? And the way Boruto looked there are so many questions. And okay, yeah, he analyzed, every little freaking detail of how his character design looked. That's how I was able to say oh, there's a lot of Sasuke influence in that. But also the way that stuff, came up on his arm and went on the right side of his face. I was kind of starting to not really think that this was going to be the case anymore, but maybe it is now that we're going to Ryuchi Cave. But was that maybe this stuff that came up on his face was some sort of sage jutsu? The one that it made me think of was the snake one, because the way the stuff around the eye looked, it kind of created a similar shape to what Kabuto had when he did the sage mode, the snake sage mode. So I wonder, maybe that's what is going on there. Maybe not right now, but maybe him knowing where this place is and knowing about how, if you undergo some sort of training, I'm sure the training for the snake one it's probably going to be a little different than the toad one. Maybe Boruto knowing that undergoing that type of training to get that type of power, maybe one day he's going to feel like he needs to go there to gain more power. And so, but that still wouldn't answer why it's only on one side of his face. That's kind of one thing I was well, maybe it's not that. But now we know there was that whole thing when, you know, when he defeated Momoshiki. Now he's got that thing on his hand. So maybe with the sage power, like there's gonna be something that happens that makes it, I don't know, like easier for him to get this power, and it's gonna just happen on this one side. I don't know if that means that only one side of his body is going to be able to have that type of power. I don't know what the frick, and I don't even know if that's what's going on here, but I think that that's very interesting that he's going to Ryuchi Cave. But how are they going to get out of this situation? I feel like if Moegi was not there, then I would think that maybe that you know, Shikacho would be going with us, but since she is there, she's one of the sensei. That would look terrible if she if she just went along and decided to go with them or let them go. I don't know how they're gonna get out of that situation there, but oh, and we did see Mitsuki for a second there. There were three. So yeah, there were three of them there, and then like two of those things with masks. That third one kind of looks a little feminine there. I think that might be a female. What is with these ones though? So very interesting stuff, but I hope that you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.